Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar where you can check out odys.cc using the link below if you're interested in aged or expired domain names. But we will be joined by Chris Palmer just shortly. He is trying to get in, but has a bit of a technical glitch with his computer. So I am just going to kick off just now. But yeah, let me know who's here. Start to get your questions put in, and me and Chris will answer them as soon as Chris gets here. But let me just check my Facebook to see if Chris is still struggling. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with Chris. Maybe bad internet connection, who knows? But I'm sure he'll be with us in just a moment. But hello to... Here he is.
Sorry, man. I had to restart my computer.
No worries. I just started and told them that it was your fault. You were late.
It's my fault. I had too much stuff running. I don't know what I was doing.
I don't even want to ask what the hell you've got running. But we've got Mr. Paul Halton here. Good to see you, Mr. Paul. Paul Clark. Another Paul. Good to see you, mate. Hello, brother. That's Theo. Hope you're well, mate. Long time no speak. I've not actually spoke to Theo for a few weeks. But yeah, Elton Musa is here as well. Richard Sachs, Adam Poland. Hope you're all good, guys. Martin Slack. Yeah, they're all piling in. So while you're piling in, guys, make sure you give the channel a subscribe and a like on the video if you can. But whilst someone's saying RIP Bitcoin, I'm not even going to start talking about it. I fully focus my efforts on SEO, but I see so many SEO guys talking about Bitcoin, man. I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, I don't want to hear about it, man, because I don't.
Yeah, it's plummeting.
Yeah, that's not good. That's why I try and stay clear of it as well.
I'm buying it.
You're buying it?
I've been buying it. Yeah, definitely. You know, that's it. Just it drops, it comes back. It drops, it comes back. I'm in.
Touch it, man. It's like gambling.
I have a lot of it. Too much of it. I want it to go back down to 5. If it goes back down to 5, I'm gonna go up crazy. I know that.
Mark Florence is asking, is anyone running a book in the boxing match? I think Mike Pierce is. We'll see what happens. But a lot of people are saying RIP Craig and stuff like that. So it will be interesting. That's all I can say. I'm fighting Brad.
Who's having a boxing match? You're boxing somebody?
Yeah, Brad Maybury.
Brad, is that the he comes on with you on the show on Tuesday? The younger guy, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna box Brad?
Yeah. Easy.
Easy. That's easy money. That's light work.
I reckon it will be a walk in the park. That's all I'm going to say. But
that's awesome.
People reckon Brad's going to have it easy, so we shall see. But Brad ain't got these bad boys, and I've been training hard. So yeah,
that'll be fun. Is that going to be is that a YouTube event?
It's going to be at the conference. I'm pretty sure it will be streamed as well, but it's going to be at the conference the guys are holding in September or whatever it is, out in Gainesboro, North Carolina. So looking forward to it. It will be fun.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sounds fun.
We have got Ken Diamond. We've got Martin Slack, who's just bought some Bitcoin.
I'd wait. It's gonna go down farther. Yeah, get on that wagon. You're gonna catch a big one. Wait for the sucker to drop. You're gonna hit a lick. I would just wait for that.
First question though from Mr. Paul Clark.
Sure.
He has interviewed a few Filipino link builders. One said she'd work on a cost per link basis. Is this a bad sign, or better to pay them a salary? How would you see that, Chris?
No. I'd pay per, because you know how long it's going to take, right? Or you should by now know how long it's going to take you to manually curate these things. You know, you want specific quality coming from specific sites, the same types of links, and you know how long it's going to take. I would be a flat fee on a monthly basis or a bi-weekly basis or a weekly basis. You know, if she wants to start talking about link, you know, per link, let's see how you work out first for the first week. I'll pay you whatever you feel is fair, you know.
Yeah, I think you need to be careful, because at that point, if it's a per link and their cost per link, say $10, they're charging you $50, then they can fill their boots and you're, yeah.
Yeah. If you want by link, I could take care of that for you. I'll do it for $1 a link. How many you want? 10 million, 20 million.
$1 a link.
$1 a link. I'll do it for 50 cents. I'm in a good mood.
Oh, man. We have people in Canada, Canadian entrepreneur. Good to see you, mate. Question from Theo, Biz Tour. Guys, what would you say are the best things to pass on to a VA overseas who don't have any SEO experience? So that's a loaded question. Certainly not giving them a full SEO training course, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah, there's too much gap. I could, you know, you might be able to take someone in that has, they think they know SEO, and then you can maybe fill them in on how perhaps maybe you would like it done. But from nothing to something and working on something where you're going to take money from someone else, or you're working on making money, no way.
This feel is down to your processes and what you want that VA to do. If you want that VA to just do outreach, then you give them a process and training on outreach, and that's it. You know, you certainly don't want to be giving them too much. I certainly wouldn't be investing that much time and effort into training them up to be full-scale SEOs. So train them to do the part of the job that is their part, and that's it. Simple and easy. Give them a nice process and just tell them to rinse and repeat, and hopefully that works. Bitcoin bottom is at 20k. Mihai, how can I increase traffic only from on-page and technical SEO? Any tips?
How can you increase traffic only from on-page and technical? Well, so I mean, there's a magnitude of different ways, but I guess the best way to do it would be by adding other keywords to the page within the body content. You know, technical side, you could put a lot of keywords into an embed, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. But I think the best thing to do would be look at Google Analytics or Google Search Console, see what Google's giving you credit for, add those words to your page. Secondly, go take a look at some of your competitors and see where you're deficient as far as keywords is concerned. I think SEMrush calls it keyword gap. Go see what the keyword gap is. Add some keywords to the page. I think that'll be the best way to go.
Yeah, not much else I can add other than try and do a bit of off-page SEO as well. It does help.
Shit up box, Brad.
Ali, I'll give you the best piece of advice I could give anyone, Ali, is don't keep asking the same question time and time again. We can only get round to one question at a time. We're not magicians, so be patient, or we have to take you out of the equation, which means blocking you. But in fact, do you know what, Ali? I'm just going to block you, mate. You're not. Yeah, fuck that. I've not got patience for people that ask ridiculous basic questions. So that haven't watched previous shows. So hello, Holly.
Hey, Holly.
Hello, Hafiz. OP. Oh no, wait a minute. Sorry, Patrick Rice. What do you think about Google best things and Google adding popular products? That even takes from affiliate articles. Do you think Google is coming after affiliate?
I mean, I think for many years, I think that they've been trying to strip away the quality of life from affiliates. So yeah, I do think they are. And I think little piece by piece, they want to own the entire atmosphere. I mean, it's a business. So yes and no, I think they are. Not you directly, but I think as overall, they're just trying to take more market share. They see opportunity. It's their platform. They're going to take it just like you would.
Yeah. It's makes sense to me that they would go after the bigger market share. So yeah. The next question we've got from OP. I just got a quality domain from ODYS and I'm wondering if I should create a PBN or just redirect it to my site. We offer the same service as the business who used the previous domain, the domain name previously. Now, obviously, when it comes to this, I have a different process than maybe Chris, but I do firmly believe that you have to create the website first. And I think Chris has agreed with me on it. I just can't remember anymore who agrees with what. But, repurpose the website, get the links that are pointing to that website flowing again and active and everything else, and then potentially do a redirect. You don't just do a redirect straight away. You want to build the power and authority of that domain name so that it's giving you as much value. That's my personal thing. But Chris, do you agree with that or do you do it differently?
Restore the keywords, restore the traffic for those keywords, and the domain is now more powerful and more useful. And you can see 100%. I agree. Yes.
And
that's the way to do it.
You can throw more links at it. That's another thing. Build
or both
that for a few months. So be quite aggressive with it as well, and then redirect it. That's just my experience. But yeah, and BizTour, Bruto, that guy comes in every week and asks the same question time and time again. He just takes up the feed, man. So not doing it this week. Anyone's welcome to ask anything though, but you guys know the drill. Elton Musa, do you buy social signals and do they help? Do you do anything like that, Chris?
I don't. I personally don't know.
Nah, I think buying social signals was something that people potentially done years ago. If they're real social signals from real accounts and they send traffic and stuff, then of course it can help with CTR and everything else. But social signals in general is just a bot triggering the how many shares and stuff that it's got. So yeah, depends what you're buying, but yeah, I've
seen it. Yeah, I've seen this. I have noticed something though effective when these guys are launching their books, right? I noticed like one guy in particular, this Dan Henry guy, right? Probably don't even know who he is. But when he was popping the book, I noticed the one social share that I noticed pushed it up was people are talking about within Facebook. And I noticed it got prominent placement within Google. There's something there with the Facebook and people talking about. And I noticed, I don't know. So if I were to play with the social signals, I'd be looking at how do I get that to rack up? People are talking about this particular thing. I don't know. That's all I have to say. I just noticed. It's just an observation.
Sometimes these observations are good. So try it out maybe. And that's it. But Holly has a question for you. Chris, did you get Holly's email? She hasn't heard from you, so not sure if you've seen it.
Oh, no. If I would have saw it, I would have. But I'm looking. Where did it come from, Holly? Did it come from Holly?
I don't think Holly uses Holly on it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I see one here. Second request yesterday. Yeah, I emailed you. The both groups. It's the same group. It's really just the same thing, Holly. It's just time difference, time zone differences. So I don't there's no issue with that. So sounds good. I'll send you the link. I thought it was gonna be like something. I was like, ooh, Holly's messaging me. Ooh, getting excited over here.
Secret tips and advice.
Yeah, I was like, wait, does she have a group or does she have something going on?
if anyone is watching this and says, who the effing hell is Holly, check out hollystarks.com. That's who Holly is, a legend of this game. So there you go. Mark Rose is here. Good to see you, even though we were speaking like 20 minutes ago. So Mark's here. Simon White's here. Holly, all the good stuff is in the group I am in. What group's that you're in, Simon? In fact, don't. I know what one it is. ING. Not that it's not a bad group, but that was a silly question. So, yeah, I knew that already. But OP,
I'm in there too. I like that group too. Yeah.
Oh, listen, it's
I'm in the other one too. I'm in all of them. I'm looking. I'm watching. I'm listening. I'm learning.
Holly wants in both groups. So there you go.
Okay. That's fine.
That's fine, Holly.
Yeah.
Hello to David Moore as well. Good to see you, mate. Better late than never. Make sure you do give a little like in the channel while you're here, or on the video, in fact. But going back to OP, in terms of rebuilding the site, can I just copy the content and recreate all the pages, or does the layout and style have to be the same? Can the previous domain owner do anything to take us down? So I don't think you need to have the same layout and style. I think the URLs and the content are really important. In terms of the previous domain owner doing anything, here is the thing. Just as I came on here, so I got an expired domain name, and we built a PBN out on it. And literally, we now have the previous owner saying, this was my website, and it has been my business website for 11 years. Because of COVID and oversights and all that, you know, the domain name's gone and all that kind of stuff. So you may get things like that and stuff, but I'm not sure they can do anything when it expires, can they, Chris, unless it's trademarked? What's the laws like over there?
That's the piece that, you know, you're obviously, I would strip out any imagery. And obviously take away the links, but exactly what you said. I'm going to keep the content, most notably the heading tags and the URL. You know, like whatever that URL was and the heading, the layout of it, some of the text. You know, I might even just copy the whole exact thing and just change out the links, you know, but that's up to you.
Cool. Another question from 9-star. This is probably more for you, Chris. I don't normally go after free links unless someone's handing them out for free. What are the most powerful backlinks you can get for free, and where do you get them?
Well, the second part's a funny section. So the two things that I found to be the most powerful that I could get for free, there's three types, right? One is the .govs, two is the EDUs, and the third one is the website builders. So those are the best free links that you could just go out and get. Where to get them? You got to find them. You know, they're usually you'll find your gems when you're doing analysis of competitors, or if you're looking at a lot of different. I have the opportunity and the blessings to be able to look at a lot of different people's accounts. So when you're analyzing different people's competitors, you find a lot of little gems. So analyzing is how you find them. You got to find them.
I've got a question for you, Chris.
Yes.
How much are you paying these guys to say your group coaching is really good?
I don't pay them anything.
Come on, man. Nah, I'm only kidding. But nah, Chris is getting good reviews here from Simon White, Randy. Holly is saying she wants to send more money for the second group, or whatever, another 55.
I want to do a course with Holly. I got a great idea too, Holly. So I have a great idea, and I think we could push that sucker.
Why not? Why not? Simon White has bought his ticket for SEO Underground. So the Extra Day Mastermind, I am not entirely sure about yet. I just know that that people will be there prior to the event, and doing a mastermind would make complete sense. But we'll let you know in due course. But yeah, I'll let you know in due course. But good to see that you're coming back to the UK, Simon. Should be a good event. But if anyone else is wondering what SEO Underground is, check it out, seounderground.co.uk. We will have Holly, myself, Chris, Peter van de Graaf, and various other speakers at the event. And you can get early bird tickets at seounderground.co.uk. And if you use my name and 50, you'll be able to get a further 50% off. Not 50%, sorry, £50 off. I was just thinking
off. Wow.
Paul will have me on toast. But yeah, check that out, guys. So there you go. Great to see Aspect Wall Art here. But we've got a question from Sean Little before it disappears from my screen. Is it possible to have too many chronicles pointing to one page?
No. I've seen, you'll run these ad campaigns and I've never pushed the boundaries of it, but I've had 20. I don't know. I don't know if there's a limit, but I know that I've seen a lot. So what do you think, Craig?
I think potentially, again, it's one of those questions, would Google look at that if you were doing loads of them? Probably, but I think within reason, you would get away with it. Just don't rip the piss out of it, is what I would say. And I think the reason I make that point is you say, do whatever you want. I don't really see it being a big problem, and then someone fucking throws 10,000 at it, and I think Google are going to say, "Hey, hang on a minute here. What's happening?"
Actually. Yeah, you remember old school? You remember old school, when you'd set up the domains and then you'd create a bunch, how you used to repeat the downloads of the same site over and over. Remember that old trick?
Yeah.
This is reminiscent of that. I'm thinking to myself, I create the site 200 same pages over and over again, but that's all that internal coming over. Yeah. I wonder how that would work.
Test it. Why don't you do a test?
That's an interesting. I was just thinking about that actually. I wonder if that would, what's that? 200 internal links, power one of them up. Hey, if I created 200 of them and on the last 200th one, I blast it with links, what'll happen? I don't know.
Try it. Try it. Holly has another question. Are you guys flying together to the UK when you come over? You probably should.
Are we? Okay. Where? What airline? I want. You know what? You want to know what? I saw this airline. I saw these guys on TikTok, and they have these things that pull up. Do you know what I'm talking about? And they have the lady come around with the meals.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. It's not blue or something, but it's real super fancy. And I looked it up, and it was only a couple $100. I want to use that one. I want to go all out on this.
I don't know what your deals are like in terms of when you're coming across, but yeah, you'll get deals on that shit. Or if you use Amex, you might be able to get an upgrade with your Amex points.
No,
no. So sometimes you can get deals like that going on, but yeah, if you can travel in style, I would highly recommend it. It does cost a lot of money in certain airlines, but some others it's not that expensive. But anywhere I can go and it's a reasonable price, I would rather travel in style. Just relax a bit, and why not? When I went to India, because of my fear of flying, I went first class or business class. It was the top one, so that I could sleep and basically had my own person making my bed and all that shit. It was class. So
that sounds fun.
Yeah, why not? You work hard, so there you go. But Adam Poland signed up to your thing last week. He's just not had a chance to join a group yet. You guys are really making me want to fucking make a group. Holly Stark says, let's do a course. You guys should definitely do one. I think it would be very interesting to see you two guys come up with something. But Adam Poland loves your videos, Chris, so he's not yet joined the group session, but loves your videos. So, Chris, whilst we're on this, where do people find this group? If someone's watching this going, what is this group they're all talking about? Where the hell do we find it?
Yeah, the best, SEO.chrispalmermarketing.com. SEO.chrispalmermarketing.com.
Check it out.
And as a side note here, since we're asking, it would be really cool because I'm starting to I want to take in quite a few people for the new tool. If while you're on there, if you could, if you want to have first dibs at this tool that I'm coming out with in order to extract content and basically find domains from the Wayback Machine based on keyword, please sign up for the list so you can have it first, because I need to figure out how many people I can support before upgrading the resources.
Yes, you need numbers for that stuff. Yeah, check that out, guys, and sign up. Sewer Sop Warrior, how do you get around the case study thing if a potential client asks if you don't have case studies because you're just starting out? I mean, you could just make it up. Just say you've done this. You know what? If you have got your own website or whatever, show them some local stuff. Show them something that's real, because obviously you could get caught out, and that's never going to end well if you do make it up. But Chris, if your back was against the wall and you were trying to feed your family, and someone said, "Show me a case study," and you had no clue what you were doing, and I'm going to guess that was the case at some point anyway. What did you do? Did you just make it up, or how did it go?
I would always veer away and steer the conversation towards, well, let me prove it to you, right? So generally the proof would be, I'll do something for you complimentary. And generally it would be something easy. Like I noticed these guys, they'll rank the videos, the YouTube videos for a keyword, and then, hey, I'm the best SEO in the world, right? So same type of thing. Hey, let me prove it to you on a keyword, something that's, close to you, your brand name, something, something that as an SEO that you could do relatively easily. But a client, maybe not, something with a little low volume, something easy you could pop right in there, page with an embed maybe, or just a YouTube video, something like that. I would veer towards, hey, because you want to get your foot in the door. Yeah. You want that exchange of conversation and work. You want to get your foot in the door. So I get them off of that, get them away from that. You don't want to lie. That's not how to start a business relationship. Get them towards, hey, let me show you. So that's what I would do. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Work for free, brother.
Good point. CBD Flowers UK. Google jumped on the local source codes. Great tip, Chris.
Thank you. I try.
And
it's hard too. I'm sorry, brother. It's hard too, because like Simon mentioned, hey, that group, you'll do stuff. It's very hard not to share stuff that others are talking about. So I'm glad that you like that, because it's I run out of stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? It's hard to stay fresh. So
yeah.
But I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Thank you.
That's the problem. We don't know what you guys don't know when you're trying to create content, and sometimes something really simple and easy, you'll be like, whoa, and then we try really hard to make some content, and you're just like, that didn't go down too well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird ass thing. But
it is.
Going on to Ashgar, what do you do for fast indexing, Chris? What tools are you using? Or what?
Omega.
OmegaIndexer.com is what I use. But I'm not sure.
I got
links to the content. Use your social media. All of these things can help as well. But
I might have something for you soon, though. There's a lot of things to do, but I think the easiest, fastest, use a service, or starting with a quality domain, maybe from the likes of ODYS, or if you have a quality domain, your content is going to probably get indexed. Now, there's going to be times that it won't because there's going to be updates or they're messing around with the system. But other than that, I generally don't even have a problem. It's keeping stuff indexed is the issue.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway.
There you go. On to Mihai. Can you recommend any great SEO forums or communities where they share great black hat or white hat tools? Where's the tool place to go?
You know, I'm always scouring and looking for information and learning, and you know, I spend X amount of time on a daily basis trying to learn something new. I set this every day. I want to learn something new today. So with that being said, you know, if you're looking for a place where there's just a plethora of gems, they're scattered all over, like Black Hat and on Warrior and on Wicked Fire, and they're all over. They're all over YouTube. I'll give you a little helpful tip though, but if you start searching YouTube for the foreign languages, right? There's a lot of guys doing a lot of cool stuff, and you know, there's captions, man. You know, I learned a lot of great stuff from like Black Hat SEO Badui, or you know, I forget what it's kind of like India, but it's like Pakui or something. If you put in Black Hat SEO, it'll be the third one result. It'll be SEO techniques, and then boom. But whatever that is, whatever that country is, those guys got it going on over there. So yeah, that's a tip for you.
I think, yeah, look far and wide, but I've always found a few gems. If you go to Black Hat World and just go to the Black Hat tool section, sometimes there's utter garbage in there, but I have over the years found some good stuff. So just another little place there. But yeah, Scout, people are dropping this stuff all over the place, and people like Chris and stuff are making tools all the time. So you've just got to duck and dive and see who's doing what and see what they're giving out. So that's part of our job though, right, Chris, is trying to keep on top of what's new, what's fresh, what's working, what tools are you using, and it's just trying to keep up with it all. You can't keep up with everyone, but yeah, just keep your eye on some of the guys that you see as the important ones, and that's it. But guys, I'm going to go to OP, and I'm going to put in, give me a second.
Booking my ticket now.
The shipping code here on the screen.
So that's going to be cool. I'll be able to see you, Holly, everybody. That'll be fun. I mean, I don't want to box anybody, but I'll watch you guys. You know, I'll watch. You know, but I had all my code.
That is the coupon code OP. So make sure you do get it, and also for the guys that were looking at Chris Palmer's group and trying to sign up to get that tool he's making, which is going to basically steal articles from the Wayback Machine, and obviously you'll be able to search for stuff using keywords, expired domains using keywords and all that stuff. Sign up to this list here as well. So that's the link there. So hopefully that helps you guys. But yeah, so book your ticket now, use that code, and look forward to seeing you there, OP. Dan Ray, good to see you, mate. With no case studies, you can sell based on process. Here is exactly what I'll do for you, and go into extreme detail of what the process is. So that's another great angle from
Get
Dan.
them off of it.
So
always
make it sound like you know what you're doing. Helps massively. Mark Rose, mum was the word yesterday. What we make of Google's new algorithm that will be 100 times more powerful than Bert
Smith.
Bert Smith?
I think it's Smith. I don't know. This transformer talk. You know, I think I think if you just stick to the stick to the process, the formula, the foundation, quality content, decent links, you know, regardless of what anybody says, that's what it is, you know? So I wouldn't be too concerned. I'm not concerned.
one thing that I have seen, in the last 6 months, and I think I mentioned it at Mad Singer's SEO Mastery Summit, like the day before the December update came out. I think what you also need to do is just make sure that EAT came out years ago for the medical niche. I couldn't remember the name there, the medical niche. And I just do think that EAT is becoming more prominent across, every website. So you should also look to make sure you incorporate stuff like that as well. But again, it's just doing everything, adding your schema, doing everything that a normal business would do. And I don't think you go too far wrong. So Google are just looking to flush out some of the garbage that's out there. And that's always going to be the case. So I don't worry too much about that kind of thing. But back to this live IRL fan. This name is so hard to roll off the tongue. Is it a bad idea to pay for traffic from automated phone farms from Vietnam? He's shown me evidence that everything is real, but how long until YouTube catches on?
Well, once the interesting. Once that runs through, will they catch on? I don't know. Try it. You let me know. I've never done that, so it'd be hard. I'm not going to guess at it. I don't know. Would they? If it's authentic, if it's real, if it's consistently changing, are they still sitting in the same place? Are the phones in the same place? I don't know. After month 2, probably, I would assume. I don't know.
Yeah. Got to try it and hope for the best. We could all get caught doing everything that we do. So just rinse it for all you can just now. That's all I would say. I thought he was going to buy a new domain. I'm not sure.
I put it on a better domain. It was an odd spelled name. I put it back on the normal domain. Chris Palmer Marketing.
Yeah.
Same subdomain though.
Yeah. Sursuit Warrior is saying, I like your stuff, Dan Ray. So Dan Ray's getting a compliment.
Who's Dan Ray?
Dan Ray, he's an SEO guy from the UK. He's got a group, quite a big group that he's taught many people his blueprint of doing outreach and link building and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, he's well known in the UK and has taught many people, his blueprint, his processes and everything else in terms of link building. So yeah, check him out. He is, I think you've still got the group. Would I be right in saying that, Dan? I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's called something like the Dan Ray White Hat SEO group or something like that. I can't remember the exact name. Something along those lines. But Dan, come back if you're still there and let us know if it's still going and if people can still join. Mark Rose is saying this was Google I.O. They uploaded a picture of boots and asked if they could climb a mountain with them. I have no clue what you guys are talking about here.
Neither do I.
But there you go. But guys, keep your questions coming in. Also, make sure you do, if you're enjoying the content, give a like on the video and let us know. But we'll still get 18 minutes left to answer any questions. So let us know what you guys want to know. And Holly Starks has just shot over another email. Second coaching payment was made for the other group, so I should be in both groups now. So I love how business is being done even on a webinar. It's class. Class. Actually, we had Mark. This guy Mark Rose was on the webinar yesterday that we're doing with Brad and Mike, and I was just like, man, what should I do with some landing pages? Somehow I've ended up agreeing to give some work to Mark, and I think Mike Pierce was also looking for it. So there is business being done even in the middle of these webinars, which is what it's all about. So We have to get my new domain name seriously. What's wrong with that one, Holly? This is not the misspelt one.
It's just Chris Palmer Marketing. I mean, that's the domain I've had since the beginning of a public career. I went and bought that. I think 2016, something like that. And
Dan Ray has basically said his group still exists. The name is ridiculous. The super cool Dan Ray White Hat SEO and link building group.
I love it. The White Hat SEO and link building. I love it. I love the name. I think it's good. I like it.
whatever you have to do to market yourself is all good. Right, so we've missed something here. So Josh Irving is asking, Mark Rose, what is the AdSense indexing trick that you mentioned above? I think I did miss that. So
I didn't mention it above. But I mean, I made a video on that, an indexing video utilizing AdSense. I just kind of, it was actually given to me by a very old, it was a friend of Bill Slosky. He's the one that told me, like, it's like an real old trick, man. And I thought it was the coolest thing. So I shared it in a video on Chris Palmer SEO. It says backlink indexing. It's bright green. Can't miss it. But the long story short of it is put a AdSense code on your page after you get okayed. Put it on the page. It's going to say, it won't display an ad, but you keep hitting refresh until it displays an ad. And when it displays an ad, you'll notice that the page is indexed. And so, and if you have access to another site, whatever you're linking out to, as long as it's do follow, if you go check your server logs on the others, at least something that you control, you'll notice that you were crawled too. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I thought that was a hot little tip.
That's a good one. I've not heard of that one before. So I might even steal it and pass it off as my own sometime.
It wasn't mine. I got it from someone else, but I thought it was really cool.
So Live IRL fan is saying this guy has it set up for Facebook and he's shown me proof, but YouTube is a whole different game. I should have mentioned that in the previous comment. So that's for the Vietnam phone farms, but yeah.
I don't get the YouTube twist. I can completely understand organic, and I can definitely understand maps. I can understand getting into the 3-pack. I could see massive value. The value for YouTube, for the volume that you have to do, it's just, I don't see, where's the money, right? Like a business owner getting into 3-pack, whatever the number is, you can say whatever you want. I don't understand. I'm not in the YouTube business. What do I know? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to grasp why YouTube so much. I don't like, why are you shooting for YouTube? Am I missing something here? Why is it YouTube? Why YouTube?
Because I think that's his main thing.
That's his twist.
Yeah. So he's always fucking around with YouTube stuff. So, yeah, I don't think he. I would be right. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that Live IRL fan. I think you're a big YouTube SEO guy rather than an SEO guy, but I might have picked that up wrong. But yeah, that's my perception. But correct us if we are wrong. But we'll come back to that in a moment. Colin Young, hello, good evening to you as well. Can you recommend a good tool for tracking rankings? What are you using, Chris, rank tracking wise?
Yeah, I've been playing around with this Winter tool because this lady messaged me out of the blue, and I was like, she let me use it, and that's kind of cool.
It's not out of the blue. I told her to.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, I've been playing around with that. So that's pretty cool. And then before that, I was using Bright Locals, and then I was using SERPWoo, Search RU, or RE Search or Rankings or something. SE Rankings, I think it was. I was using that for a while. I was using all different kinds of stuff, but it doesn't matter to me. I have no, I don't care.
It depends what tools you've got. SEMrush have got one. But you've also got other ranked, very, very specific rank tracking tools like rankranger.com, which, that is their unique selling point. They're not an all-in-one tool. They are rank trackers, so the data always tends to be better. So rankranger.com is another one that I would highly recommend. Been around for many years, but I think a lot of people look at a lot of rank tracking tools and
for their price. What's the proposition? Right? That's how I look at it. $50 for what? No way.
So I think, you people will say, oh, SEMrush is not that good and all that stuff, but SEMrush are not trying to be solely a rank tracking tool. So in terms of data and everything, I think if you want to be very specific, Rank Ranger is also a great option for you. So hopefully that helps you, Colin. Check it out. But Chris has given you some suggestions as well. So between all of them, I think you should do all right. Dan Randall, where do you guys buy reviews for Google Maps?
I don't. I mean, I have for clients and I have for other accounts, but stuff that's first and foremost, I mean, stuff that's near and dear to your heart. I don't. Second thing is, in the United States, you can run into some trouble. So with that being said, you can curate them by, buying accounts, and you can create reviews, but they'll get washed every 6 months. Second, you can go to any of the marketplaces and buy them. Going rate is anywhere between $3 to $5. If you buy a 10-pack, you could probably get them for 20. For 10, something like that, but they're all over the place. So that's everything.
Sur Soup Warrior is saying the link that we gave, he can't see where to sign up for the group. He was seeing something about BrainBix Recordings product. Let me just...
Yeah, there's, when you go to the link, it says group coaching, learn more. And then, so SEO.ChrisPalmerMarketing.com, you scroll down, you'll see it, group coaching. Just click on that and it'll bring you to a screen. I mean, I thought it was, maybe I should make it more blatant. I don't know.
It's there because I think the link I placed in there was, it had the article extractor part of the URL as well. So put out this part. So just go to seo.chrispalmermarketing.com, which I'm going to have up on the screen in just a second, right there. Just go there and you should see it. It's quite clear. And on the Dan Randall question, Luke Fanders for GMB reviews. Luke Fanders is a solid guy, and comes highly recommended. So check him out. He knows his stuff. So there you go. Question from Holly. What are the benefits of ranking images? Is it mainly for traffic? I know Dooley does it a ton, but conversion-wise, I don't think it's that great. I tend to agree with you, Holly. I don't think it's that great, but it's taking up more of the landscape and just getting your brand or whatever more of that. And I think, it's just part of the process for me. I wouldn't go out my way, to be spending too much time or effort on it, but it's fairly easy for now. But what's your thoughts on that, Chris? Do you worry too much about ranking images?
I don't, depending on the niche, but I have noticed that if you can get a lot of images for the same keywords over and over and over and over and associate your name, you'll start getting those entity blocks. And once you're able to consume those within images, if you search for Black Hat SEO and you can see that the circle up at the top, the entity block says Holly Starks. If you go search Black Hat SEO, what you're going to notice is once you earn that, and your organic rankings start to rise. Yeah. So I think there's got to be something there. I don't know. There's some type of relationship. So that's the only thing that I've ever noticed and would focus on. But usually it depends on niche. So that's that. You know what I'm talking about, Craig? Have you noticed this?
I think for me, I've been working a lot in trying to trigger the knowledge panel and various other bits and bobs. And I think having all of these entities to grab more of the video carousel, to trigger the video carousel or whatever it might be, is massively important. So it does make sense for that to be the case as well. Just to I think you've just got to join the dots, and if you do have more images and stuff like that, it would make perfect sense. But it's not something that I actively push just now, because I'm still trying to figure out schema and stuff like that. But images and everything else, are, if you can dominate that as well, then.
And another helpful tip that helped a client of mine was, I said, hey, before you put anything on the site, go get them indexed through Google My Business. Upload all those images. Anything you're going to use on your site, put it in there first, associate it with your brand and business, then put it over on the site. And you should see all the keyword, like everything just blew up. So
is that just like personal images of his face, or like you talking about every single fucking image?
Every image.
Every image on Google My Business and then on the website.
Exactly. Every single image. He's actually does 3D printing.
Mm-hmm.
So this was just, and then too, there's multiple sections. It doesn't have to be in like the brand or logo part. It could be places. It could be interior. It could be, but load it up there, and you'll notice they'll index instantly. But you're trying to make that association, like boom, 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 and then put them on the site. And you'll notice like the rankings of them will just skyrocket. Like when you do put them onto the site, they go right up for you.
Yeah.
So just a tip, just a helpful little tip.
Interesting. Holly's saying that she has a channel that has 8 million views with only 3,300 subscribers. It gears towards women. So if I need to launch something for females, it's an easy win. Why the hell not, Holly? Chris has a video. It's from about 2010. I think that was on the AdSense trick. And YouTube is a separate animal from Google and Maps. I love it for promo-wise. It has a place like any other methods. Live RIL fan says he makes money from affiliate sales and donations on live streams. I usually love doing live streams, but when I use my services for streaming, they end up banning me because my streams are 24/7. There you go.
Wait, you're not allowed to stream 24/7? Because I was actually, I have a brilliant idea. I maybe I shouldn't share it with you, Craig.
You're going to stream live on here for 24 hours to see what happens.
Well, I wanted to see that. What I was going to do is I was going to take the old training programs and let them just stream, like, like those music channels, and just let them babies run. And just let people have it. Here's for free. Here. But just let it run, and then just let the clicker tick and see how much. I wanted to see, like, how much would I make? What's the RPM and how many views? Like, how does it work? Because you see those dudes, right? I listen to sleep music at night. And those suckers are always running.
Sam, can you just load up all of my YouTube together, videos together, and just run them on a loop?
No, but isn't that a brilliant? That's
something worth trying for sure.
Will we get banned though live IRL? Are you not allowed to do that?
Nah, you can do it if you want, man. SEMrush had a 24-hour fucking webinar before, I'm pretty sure. And they just had person after person. And then they'd, because what they wanted to do was cover like America, Europe, and then over to Australia. So they had like a 24-hour fucking thing going on. And you can do it. I'm just not sure in terms of what live IRL fan calls streaming, but certainly in YouTube, you can do it for 24 hours, man. I know that.
Days on end. Yeah, I think that would be. Wouldn't that be cool? No one has done that.
No.
A 24-hour, like they have it for music. They have it for the kids. Blippi, my son likes Blippi. They got him running 24 hours, right? SpongeBob, no problem. But how about an SEO channel? How about we learn for 24 hours? That sounds fun.
Look at this. Look at this. Holly starts live streams days of our lives for the last 2 or 3 years. The AdSense on it is very good.
Really?
Plus, she sells soap opera episodes. Fuck you.
Where did she get so fucking Holly? Oh, it's fun.
Machine codes is what Chris calls it, Craig. I can't remember what we're talking about, but yeah. And oh, come on. I was going to say a thank you to Chase, but now that he's called us his fucking dad, he's also referring to you, Chris, as well. My two favourite dads.
I'm proud. Thank you.
Man.
I worked hard to be called dad.
But cheers for the donation, Chase. Do check out Chase Raynor as well. He's a good guy, offers a lot of good content, so check him out. And Jones, what is your go-to strategy for moving from 2 to 1?
CTR. That's the time. You know, that it's always, I get that. That's so much like, hey, Chris, how do I start the CTR? Well, are you on page 1 yet? No? Oh, well, it's not time. That's the time, you know, when you're trying to go back for click-through rate manipulation and Craig Campbell's sitting at number 1, how do you knock him off? CTR. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Richard Sachs. Chris, you did a video on GSA and was wondering if there is a way to acquire links that have a high domain authority.
You did a video on GSA SER, and I was wondering if there is a way to acquire links that have a high. Well, when you're doing your, when you're getting your lists, you're letting the servers run, right? Or you go buy lists. You can set it within the tool to use an API. They have a PR. You can run it through Moz. So you can limit by outbound links. You can only target pages that contain the target key phrase within the title or within the text. So you can be very selective, get quality domains that are, relatively topically relevant. So that's how you do it. You just got to curate the list better, clean the list.
Good answer. Live RIL fan, you should maybe talk to Holly Starks if you've not already. She's a beast when it comes to YouTube, and pretty sure you guys can compare notes and help each other out. I've not checked out the Vietnam guys, but maybe I should. Back to the image thing, Chris, on the GMBs. I'm guessing this is where this question's coming from Adam Poland. Is that best done using alt tags?
Alt tags are for getting more keywords on the page. I'm not sure alt tags. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. I'm sorry I'm not sure what you mean. Misspellings, extra keywords, if you're doing keyword gap analysis, that's a great place to add them. You could stuff them in there. I'm not sure though what you mean. I'm sorry.
Cool. And Holly starts to saying, nope, you're not technically supposed to stream. You will get kicked sooner than later. But the live RL fan was getting banned from the traffic services that he was using. Basically, obviously, he's ripping the arse right out of them, so he's getting banned from the botting services. That's where he was getting banned from. So that makes sense. Holly Starks, you cannot laugh at SEO dads. Mike Pierce called Holly mum yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was Mike. I can't remember, but I think it was. So I think Holly is just trying to stick that one on us. But Adam Poland saying, do the image titles have to match when uploading them to GMB before the website?
Do the image titles have to match? That's one of the key places, like the file name and the titles of them, the image names. That's 100%. Yes. I think that's the most important place, is the file name.
Rockstar or Monster, Chris?
Yeah, they don't have the cotton candy, so it's Bang today. Sorry. I know it's beneath me. I know this, but it's what they had. The audacity of these people.
Yeah. Richard Sachs, look up Grind's list. His are high authority for GSA, so check it out.
Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time.
So yeah, check that out. Holly is a big GSA lover, I think. So Live IRL fan, these botting, phone farm, traffic exchange services usually expect normal videos that are like 10 minutes long, while I come in, exploit and hold up everything with my live stream that never ends. So that makes perfect sense. And Sursop Warrior is saying yerba mate. Try it; it's healthier.
Yeah, I might have to go back to the. I don't know. I might do some fasting here coming up, but I'm not going to cut the caffeine though. I'm gonna cut some. I'm gonna cut some of the carbs and the sugars, but I'm not going to cut the. I'm not going to cut the caffeine. Let's not get crazy now, or the tobacco.
I also, before we shoot off, because it is 4 minutes past 6, I've got a massive announcement to make. If I never come back again alive, then it's been a pleasure knowing you all. I'm going from a COVID jag in an hour.
Oh, don't do it.
Man.
Please don't do it, dude.
I have to.
Don't fall in line with these people.
Man,
come on, Craig.
So,
oh my God. No,
man, it's for your health, but yeah, I'm going to get it in an hour.
I feel fine.
Man.
I don't know, man.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Good luck to you.
Not looking forward to it at all, but
why do you have to do it in where you are?
You don't have to. You could choose not to, but I think
what was your deciding factor? Family?
Everyone else is getting it, but you can't travel if you've not got it and stuff like that. So
that's the answer. Everyone is doing it.
Yeah.
I love you, Craig. No, don't do it, brother. Please, God. You won't.
Poland, yours is all good. So everyone's saying it's all good and all that, right?
Yeah,
but
no way.
2 people from my office have had it. My business partner is one of them, and he messaged me today saying like he's in bed. He feels as if he's been hit by a fucking train. He said he's fucked. So
that's dude, they have. That's what I don't. It doesn't matter. It's not SEO based, so it doesn't matter.
We do have one last question, actually, before we shoot. Nikki Reed, I have a massive local issue that I need help with. Willing to have a private session. There's a main site in a certain country. The main site is just a landing page that links to the subdomains that has 3 subdomains. The 3 subdomains are for each area of a country. So say the country is split into 3 sections and the CMS is highly restrictive to what can be technically changed. This is the car dealership industry, and the listings are similar between all of the subdomains. Massive problem, Nikki, in the car dealership industry. What I would tend to do is there is a standard platform that many car dealers in the UK use, and they are very restrictive from an SEO point of view. So what I would tend to do is have that on a subdomain name, their system, and I would build WordPress front ends on them so that you can control the landing pages, the content, and everything else from an SEO point of view, and then loop people into this garbage CMS. But I don't know where you're based, Nikki, but that would be my resolution. But you mentioned something about jumping on a private session. Shoot up Chris for that. I am stacked out. But Chris, you could maybe help her out, surely.
Sure. I mean, I could probably help you get, set up a dynamic site. I could probably set you up with scripts for, geolocation redirection, something like that. But I've never done anything, this very specific, with regulated CMSs or whatnot. So wait, you're stacked for bookings?
Yeah. Frightening.
I want to be stacked for bookings. That sounds pretty good.
Charismatic like me, and stuff like that. No one wants to go with you, man. Like that. They know what you're doing, man. Nah, I'm really kidding. Live RIO fan is saying, I can understand if you're getting the shot if you're over 50, which Chris is. But if you're under, like, so I'm 24 next week, and yeah, I'm getting it. They're down to immunising the mid-20s here in the UK, so I'll let you know how it goes. But there you go. Holly's cell phones can stack your bookings, Chris. And
thanks.
I think I've seen Holly doing that to some dude she didn't like or something, and sending the guy, you know, booking appointments and shit. Like late in the night.
He wakes up and he's like, "Yay, no!" Just one
man.
right after another. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I love when I wake up and I have 4 appointments. You know, like I'm a happy guy. You know.
Yeah. Anyway, to hell with this. We are off now. We are off now. How do we book you, Chris? How does someone book you?
Just go to seo.chrispalmermarketing.com.
Book a consultancy call.
Yeah.
And then if you find out you never got what you wanted, come to the real professional at me, Craig Campbell SEO.com, and I'll sort it out. Nah, I'm only kidding. But you also should check out Chris Palmer SEO on YouTube. Guys, if you're watching, he has a magnificent YouTube channel, not quite as good as mine, obviously, but check it out. But on that note, Chris, we are best shooting off because we're starting to just talk shit now. So it has been a pleasure, everyone, and a pleasure as always, Chris, having you on. So
thank you.
We'll catch you all next week, providing I don't die from this COVID injection.
You'll be fine.